It's Jayn, and I'm so happy to say that I'm joined in the studio by Phillip Phillips. Hi, honey.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. I've been tracking you on social media, watching you coming closer and closer to us, so I've been excited knowing that you are on your way.
Well, I've been excited to get here.
So you're on tour with John Mayer.
I am.
That's a sentence that probably a couple years ago would have made your head spin right off your shoulders.
I know. I thought about it yesterday, actually. I was laid in bed. I said, I'm on freaking tour with John Mayer. That's pretty crazy, So it's been awesome, and then I'm thankful that he wanted me out there. He's a really cool guy, and it's cool to get to know that as well. So it's cool.
When you're on tour with somebody like that, how much do you see of each other? Like, I think from our point of view, we think of you guys like sitting around the hibachi at night playing guitar and doing your thing after each of your set. And then I think it's probably not like that. Do you see each other at all backstage?
I mean, every now and then we won't see each other sometimes, but usually we'll say hey to each other almost every show. But
you do a little high five when you're walking off stage.
Yeah, I mean, we've gotten to talk a little bit. Yesterday we got to talk a little bit, and a few shows sometimes we'll get to talk and whatnot. He's a funny dude and really down to earth, and it's cool to it's kind of unreal for me to get to know people like that.
Is he just like cracking jokes the whole time?
Were
you talking about the royal baby? I'm pretty sure that's what you guys were talking about.
No, we weren't talking about the little baby. We were talking about I don't even know what we were talking about. He's quick. He's quick with his little sayings and whatnot. So he's funny. He's cool.
One of the things that always strikes me when I've talked to you on the phone and in person before, and it's well documented from the people around you, not just from people like me who talk to you every now and then, throughout everything from Idol and everything that's happened through then, you are one of the people who has very much remained very grounded, very down to earth, a genuinely good person. I do often think of a story that somebody told me one time, kind of on the other side of that when they first became famous, one of the first nights that they had to go to an event, they sent a limo to come get them, and it was the first time anybody had ever sent a limo, and they were like, oh my God, a car to get me?
Yeah.
And then it happened the next night, and then they were shocked and blissful, and then a week later the car was late, and the guy's like, where's my goddamn car?
I know.
And it's like, in just a week you can go from, oh my God, a car for me, to where's my damn car?
I know, right?
And I wanted to know, obviously we all know you're still like the most grounded, down to earth person, but has there been anything during the course of this that you've surprised yourself, that you've suddenly come to expect? Like, I have to go home and I don't have craft service? Like,
I don't
what's
know.
up with that?
Has there been? Not really.
He's checking with. He's like, do I demand?
I got to ask questions because I don't know. I'm still pretty chill. Growing up, I was I always had to work for whatever I wanted to get.
Right.
And so I still keep that in my mind, because we were in Germany a few months back, and my label guy, he was with us when we were going through the airport, and we had you can get the little buggy things to put your bags on and push it, and he's like, hey, man, let me push it for you. And he had his on. I'm like, dude, how you going to push two at the same time? I said, I can push it myself. He said, you artists don't need to do that. I'm like, dude, I'm cool. It's just in the airport. We're going like 10 steps. I said, I'm good. So it's those little things. So, yeah, I'm used to doing stuff for myself.
There's nothing that you expect now where you're like, where's my damn car?
No, because I don't really drive much. So.
That's great. In terms of when you're on tour and you don't really drive much, because I would imagine that you are always on planes or desperately trying to catch sleep wherever you can. Are you still sleep deprived? Last time you were sleep deprived?
No, I'm good.
Oh, good.
I'm good now. I had about 4 or 5 weeks off, which was really nice, and I slept for like 2 weeks straight, stayed in the bed, and so that was really good. So I'm caught up now, and I'm ready to go.
Nice. Okay. So when you actually have time off and you're kind of listening to music on your own as a fan, I wonder, has winning Idol and doing everything that you've done since then changed the way that you actually listen to music now that you're a recording artist and that's what you do for a living now? Do you hear yourself listening for influences and maybe trying to reject influences, or do you listen the way you always did?
I've kind of I started doing that before Idol. My brother-in-law, he kind of would he kind of put that on me to listen a little bit harder for things in the music, not just the main, what you kind of hear, what you regularly hear, listen for hidden things.
Right.
So I've always done that, and I've grown to, surround myself with, great musicians. So I've grown to even, I just want to do that more. Listen even harder. So. Yeah, I still, I've kind of always done that and still doing it, so it's kind of creepy.
I don't think creepy when I think of you, honey. I really don't. Is there anybody in particular lately that you've heard doing something that you're like, oh my God, that I gotta find a way to do that. I love that.
Oh man, I've been listening to Fink. You ever heard of Fink?
Fink?
Fink.
No, I really wish that I had.
Dude, check him out. The guitar player. It's just like this mellow acoustic stuff, but it's not like mellow like Jack Johnson. It's like deep dark stuff.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of like his guitar playing is really cool, and he uses like this open tuning stuff. So check it out, man. He's I'm like, dang, why can't I write like that? Seems like all the people over there in the UK are taking the music over. So
wow, there's some really good stuff coming out. I mean, there always is, but yeah, I'm kind of on a UK kick myself as well.
Check him out.
I will for sure.
You might think he's hot too.
What'd you say?
You might think he's hot too.
See, I'm doubly in. Deep, dark, and hot. Phillip, you know me too well. This is going really good as far as I'm concerned with the big tip. Okay, and so I know that you have to go, but before I let you go, in terms of Idol especially, with the pop culture way that it's affected your life, what's the kind of pop culture that you're into? Do you have a horrific guilty pleasure reality show addiction? I know. Go ahead.
I see. I don't really watch reality shows. I'll watch The Walking Dead. I got to get into Breaking Bad.
I mean, I feel so guilty. I don't watch
always
Breaking
tell
Bad.
me,
I don't watch Walking
watch.
Dead, and I don't watch Game of Thrones. I
Oh
suck.
my gosh!
I'm sorry.
All right, this interview's over. See you.
I know, right?
Just kidding.
That's a wrap, people. She doesn't watch The Walking Dead. He's out. He's out.
But that's the only show. I don't watch much TV. I like to watch a lot of movies, so I'm a big movie guy.
What's the best one you watched recently?
I saw the last one. I've seen a lot of movies like in the past month. So I saw This Is the End, which is freaking hilarious.
I'm dying to see that. Was it as good as everybody says?
I was kind of expecting it to not be funny, but it was absolutely hilarious. World War Z, killer.
So good.
Literally. And what other? I don't know if I think that might be it. It was great movies.
And do you have any old DVD series that you catch up with on the bus or the plane? Like I just watch, if you just go through an entire series at one time?
No, I'm always caught up.
Oh.
I'm weird. I'm weird about that stuff. But I do have movies. Like I said, I have DVDs that I'll rewatch. Lawless, it's a great movie.
1,000 times over.
Warrior. All right, I'm gonna be nerd if you get me talking to movies.
Give me your nerdiest one, and then I'll let you go.
Oh my gosh, I just said if you. I like The Basketball Diaries. Leonardo DiCaprio, he's one of my favorite.
I love him, and I love that movie. I kind of missed that Leo. You know what I mean? He kind of got like Leo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
And before he was just kind of like crazy dude doing these weird little. Well, I guess he's still kind of
does.
crazy.
He does the. He does the strange movies still.
Yeah.
He's gotten to be a grown man.
You are
see him
right.
grow up so fast.
They grow up so fast. He's on his own now.
He
It
is.
seems yesterday he was just our little kid.
I know. He was all so innocent in the Disney, So but they all get into Basketball Diaries, drugs and he's not. He's one of my favorite actors. He's free. He's awesome.
Me too. I agree. And you're one of my favorites.
Oh, thank you. You're one of my favorites. We were talking about earlier. Now it was Now and Zen, right?
It was, and that was the last time we saw in person. The last time we were on the phone together, you did invite me to your house for family dinner.
Let's do it.
I was gonna say time's a ticking.
Hey,
I haven't done that yet.
Yeah,
so.
you got to keep. It's a two-way street now. You have to keep in contact.
Okay.
But yeah, that was fun last year. It was. We were talking. There was so many people.
Yeah, Now and Zen is a big deal.
That was the first time I was like, I didn't know radio stations did these 20,000 people in a.
Get
I was
to
like,
know
what
us,
the
baby.
heck? That's crazy. I walked up on stage. Me and Arrow was like, I said, I'm nervous. I didn't expect. I was expecting like 10, 15 people. It's crazy.
You're like, I thought I was gonna be playing for the staff.
I know. I'm used to playing for staff. What's the deal with this? Some winners. This is a lot of winners. I don't know how many tickets they're giving away.
That's right. We filled out 14,000 winner sheets for you, honey. Thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you.
I love the massive success that you've had.
I see you tweeting all the time. Is it you?
Yeah.
I always see it, and I always mean to respond, and then I don't.
That will
I'm sorry.
secretly make my life if you respond.
Okay, I'll respond.
Okay.
Up next, do you want at Phillips, at Imagine Dragons?
Yes.
I'm like. Phillips. No.
You're like, I know which one of those I'm responding to. I love it. I love it. So I'll see you at your next family dinner.
Okay.
And then we'll see you on the road with John.
Okay. You come to a show.
I will.
All right.
Thank you, honey.
Thank you.